Well, no, there was no audio on the radio stations.
God damn it, Charles.
Fucking Tomorrow Radio, Alien X Radio, all the fucking... all the audio stations just had no fucking... I'm sorry, Billy. Thank you very much for telling me that I glorified fucked up for, like, I think the... I don't know, the 5th or 6th time throughout the whole 6-7 years I've done the show. They need audio, though. People need audio. They do.
I think they should just read lips.
Yeah. Well.
Over the radio.
Over the radio, exactly. Exactly.
What?
Jenny, who's doing dual tasks, I think that's Jenny's twin sister, commented on there, said Shalom peeps. Because it can't be Jenny on here because she could do that audio.
I can, yes, Shalom peeps, but I can type it too. I'm good like that.
You multitasker.
I do.
You multitasking little witch, you.
I even made fresh bread and cookies today. I've been multitasking all day.
And I am not there to have those cookies and bread. How dare you. Richard Bradshaw.
When you visit.
Yeah, when I visit.
Circumcised a cigar.
Richard. I don't want to know. Richard Bradshaw says, hey, y'all.
We had a brisk for a cigar.
Dirk Don apparently
Muzzles off.
Jesus Christ.
She started it.
No, listen, take the cat fighting with Jell-O.
I only did it because my dad did it to me.
Well, I can't say anything about that because anything I say about that is going to be bad and it's just going to be rude and I'm just going to keep my mouth shut out of that one.
I've never seen a regular one.
Yeah.
What do you mean with that little lip and tuck?
I've never seen one with like
how does Dirk know what a real vagina? Well, you probably know. You've seen a vagina, but are they correct vaginas?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because trust me, I've seen.
Is there more than one type of vagina?
Well, yes, there is.
Well,
there is.
Like correct or incorrect. They're just all vaginas, and they're all like great.
Well, see, I see.
Who doesn't love a good vagina?
Well, I see one that they're nice and tight. I seen them where they look like curtains. I seen them where their whole outsides are, the whole insides are out almost. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's some pretty gross shit that's out there.
Roast beef.
Yeah,
as 20 years in medicine, I can tell you that I've seen more vajayjays and more penis than a hooker. Probably. I've seen them in all shapes and sizes. The funniest male penis I ever saw, though, was somebody who had it in an old-fashioned implant. And they passed away. But guess what doesn't go down?
Hey, listen.
We had to pile stuff on the blanket because, you couldn't bring the stretcher by without noticing.
Why don't you just have why don't you guys just have a game night and just play horseshoes on it?
No, that wouldn't be okay.
That wouldn't be okay? No, ring toss or anything like that? No.
I've seen all shapes and sizes, largest and smalls, fake ones and real ones.
That reminds me of a freaking song coming on that we should just... What is that? Yellow ones and purple ones, and I it's from a movie. I know it. And I can't think of the movie, but it's a song that's it's definitely not about vaginas. I can tell you that much. It's like candy or something. I don't think it's Willy Wonka, but it's something like that. Willy Bonker. Oh God. So yeah, what's up, everybody? Oh my God, we lost.
How you doing?
Yeah, we lost 2 more celebrities on top of losing our minds because we're not there right now. But Louis Anderson, who a lot of people, I mentioned to somebody, hey, Louis Anderson died. Who the hell is that? Well, he used to host Family Feud, and he was a stand-up comedian. I never heard of him. But Meatloaf died. I'm thinking, oh, really? You don't know who Louis Anderson is, but you know who Meatloaf is. All right.
I just assume Meatloaf's been dead for a while.
Well, yeah, he's been baked thoroughly right now. He's baked with mashed potatoes.
Anderson passed away from a blood cancer.
Who?
Louis Anderson. It was a blood cancer that he died from.
Yeah. He was suffering from cancer, so I guess he finally bit the bullet on that one there, Louis.
That and I just found out just while the music was going, Tish Nan Han I'm goobering it up. I'm sorry,
Is he Korean?
I forget his nationality, but he is a very well-known Buddhist practitioner who's written a lot of great books, like How to Eat, like Be Yourself Now, like Anger and stuff like that. Like he's written like tons of books, and he, I believe, started the Plum Village and stuff like that. He passed away.
I am a little lost. I don't mean to go ahead and change subjects here, but I can't find the goddamn video feed on my page.
Yeah, I tried looking for that earlier.
The fuck is it?
Page?
On the show page. And that's where it's broadcast. I'm not broadcasting on the...
Yeah.
Hang on.
I know you're broadcasting on the Just for Fun page.
I am, yeah. That one's coming through good, but not my...
There it is.
Am I freaking blocked or something?
On the private chat, I sent you a link.
Well, I have it on here. It's just... This is weird.
I didn't know.
That is weird. I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, it seems like it's not there. Charles Richardson plans to go live. Okay, well, I'm going live. It shows my audio, which is the Spreaker thing going on, but it doesn't show like I am a little lost. I don't mean to go ahead. StreamYard's fucked up. Okay. And
now this time I can see
so,
it.
I am a little lost. So, anyway. So, apparently my Facebook's fucked up, but Just for Fun is apparently coming through just fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be damned. I'll keep working on it, but we got to go ahead and we got to muscle through it, I guess. A little bit distraught here, a little bit pissed off. I mean, I'm over here. The morning didn't start out good. I went ahead and got my very healthy breakfast over at McDonald's. Going through the mobile order, came home, and everything was absolutely wrong.
Well, what'd you get? I mean, what did you order anyway?
So I had two, I ordered for me and my wife. So I had 2 sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins and 2 hash browns. Get home, hash browns are right. I got 2 sausage burritos. Like,
ooh, what? God hates you.
Yes.
Big difference.
A huge difference.
Oh, breakfast burritos are the fucking worst.
They are, because number one, they're pre-made, which really sucks.
And they're always used with shitty tortillas too.
Oh yeah, well because there's no good tortillas anywhere on McDonald's.
Actually, the egg McMuffins are not as bad for you.
They're not as good for you either.
Well, yeah,
the rubber egg.
If you take a look at the McGriddles, the McGriddles have like 44 carbs, and the McMuffins have 30.
Hang on, I'm arguing with Jenny right now.
Oh, excuse me. You're supposed to be arguing with me.
No, I'm arguing with Jenny. I mean, did you want to argue about the health of egg McMuffins?
No, because there is no health on it.
Well, then I'm not arguing with you, am I?
Oh my God, what are you arguing with her about?
Things like this are good for you.
It's horrible.
What is that?
Nice, beautiful plate of colorful, healthy food.
Well, what is it?
And some cookies that I made.
Oh, cookies, yeah, because the cookies are always great.
Well, I made them, though.
So
they're
healthy.
They're from scratch, so they're not like store crap with all kinds of...
So you scratched a little, and that's what came out, was cookies.
I have olives and almonds and walnuts and grapes and fresh made bread and dipping oil and tomato.
Ooh.
And some port wine cheese.
Do you do the dabbing oil with like the Parmesan and the balsamic vinaigrette? Yeah.
This one is it's a red pepper, lavender, with some cracked pepper and stuff in it.
Oh, that sounds... You'll have to, like, send me the link of where you got it or the recipe, because that sounds, like, really good.
We're turning this over to food porn, honestly.
Well, speaking of food porn, what's going on with the green M&M?
Yeah.
I don't know. Leprechaun stole mine.
No, they got rid of her nice, cool...
Go-go boots.
White go-go boots she was wearing, and I guess she's wearing sneakers. Oh. I kind of liked the go-go boots.
How is that got to do with M&M's? I'm lost.
What's that, Charles?
What's that got to do with M&M's with the go-go boots?
They changed her outfit.
They're trying to make the
her.
green M&M less sexy, as if I don't want to fuck her.
Hey, I already ship her with the brown M&M.
Right.
I'm rooting for them, and I support those two.
Please do. Please do. Okay, I shared a link, so maybe that will help. I don't know.
Brown M&M with her little nerd glasses is hot.
That it is. It's very hot. I don't know. Leprechaun stole mine.
I think it's
M&M
silly.
with her little nerd glasses is hot.
My God. M&M's is going to be the worst thing, too. Probably Jenny's cookies are a lot better than those M&M's.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely. There's like 4 ingredients in them.
Well, Dirk, how you doing back there, buddy? I know you're puffing away.
Oh, doing all right. I got a nice cigar that Heather brought in. Tastes like chocolate.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We are explorers of different cigars and try out different things.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. And then after this, I get to have my good old buddy over who got into a big argument over Satanism with somebody from the Church of Satan. So I get to go answer some questions for him.
What was going on? So I haven't had a chance to listen to Matt. I haven't had a chance to listen to Matt's show. What was going on? His show was interrupted by Satanism.
Well,
okay,
so apparently, CJ, the man from New York himself, thinks
CJ.
that.
CJ,
yeah, CJ. That's what I'm going to call him, CJ. He thinks that I put a hex on him.
Judging by that last video, I think you did.
Yeah, so he thinks I put a hex on him after shit happened, like his audio guy getting COVID.
I put a spell on you.
So I decided, fuck it. I've got the book right next to me. I decided to read a ritual from the Satanic Bible and record it and put it out there. So Matt decided he wanted to play it for his show.
What's up, Delisa? Good morning. It's good morning for me because I'm already dead tired. So you went ahead and you basically cursed him again, just in case he wasn't cursed before, or hexed him again.
I did a ritual of destruction.
I gotta see that. Is there a?
It's on the Java Fog YouTube channel.
Okay, yeah, I gotta see.
Or if you want to hear the version played on Matt Connarton Unleashed, there's that too, where it's supposed to sound like I interrupted the show.
He froze his ass off in a real abandoned church.
Really?
I found him a goat and everything. Yes. No.
Wow.
Is this a message?
I could find him a goat,
is this a message to Jose Martinez?
Right. That's right.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me pull this shit up. Because, hey, listen, anytime you have any fun, it's got to be on Java Fog. And I'm talking about Java, not Jabba.
The further in the video you go into, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Listen, we like trouble. We love trouble. There's the YouTube channel right there if you want to go ahead and subscribe to Dirk's page. He always has some great content. Okay, some decent content. All right, whatever. It sucks, but at least it's entertaining. Probably better than your average day.
There you go.
All right. Let's go ahead and full screen this biatch and begin playing. This audio was recorded inside an Iowan abandoned church.
Joe, this is Dirk. I made you so upset that you made multiple videos about me through YouTube after you claimed that I didn't make you mad. And you go to Matt and you tell him that I'm trying to put a hex on you.
I put a spell on you.
I want you to listen
and now you're
very close, Joe. Because a reckoning is coming for you.
An erection? What?
Yes.
Okay.
I've mocked you endlessly for months.
I love the reverb, by the way.
You
that was a nice touch.
A reckoning is coming, Joe.
More erections coming.
And as you can sense it, I've already been bringing it. And I want you, Joe, to pay very, very close attention.
Should I be kneeling at the pew or something?
Do you understand me?
I'm waiting for
Behold, the mighty voices of my vengeance smash the stillness of the air and stand as monoliths of wrath upon a plain of writhing serpents. I have become as a monstrous machine of annihilation to the festering fragments of the body that he, Joe Martinez, would detain me.
You on
Repenteth
drugs?
me not. My summons doth ride upon the blasting winds, which multiply the sting of my bitterness, and great black slimy shapes shall rise from brackish pits and vomit forth their pustuance into his puny brain.
Yes!
I call upon the messengers of doom to slash with grim delight this victim I have chosen. Silent is that voiceless bird that feeds upon the brain pulp of him who hath tormented me, and the agony of thee is to be shall sustain itself in shrieks of pain, only to serve as signals of warning to those who would resent my being. Oh, come forth in the name of Abaddon and destroy him, whose name I giveth as a sign. O great brothers of the night, thou who makest my place of comfort, who rideth upon the hot winds of hell, who dwelleth in the devil's vein, move and appear. Present yourselves to him, who sustaineth the rottenness of the mind that moves, the gibbering mouths that mock the just and strong. Rend that gaggling tongue and close his throat. O Kali, pierce his lungs with the stings of scorpions. O Sekhmet, plunge his substance into the dismal void. O mighty Dagon, I thrust aloft the befid barb of hell, and on its tines resplendently impaled my sacrifice through vengeance rests. Shemham Farash. Shemham Farash.
Bumblebee tuna.
It's going to
Hail
start
Satan.
sounding like Klingon.
That's what I said.
Hell! Everything! Fuck you!
Kapowie.
I want to be a fly on the wall.
Oh,
I can watch.
Oh
my God. I can contact some of my agronomy peeps and have them start sending me random dirt samples, and we can mail them to them
Yes.
and say it's graveyard dirt.
Yes. We all should do that. As a matter of fact, if you go on to rawtalkonlineradio.com and sign up for the email, we'll go ahead, as long as you go ahead and give your postal address, we'll go ahead and mail you out a pound of cemetery dirt. From dirt.
Pound.
Yeah, a pound.
Generous.
Yeah. Well, all right. 6 ounces. 6 ounces of dirt.
We'll send you a
from
dime
dirt.
bag of graveyard dirt.
There you go.
Mailing shit is expensive. I have a friend in Alaska. It cost me $87 to ship her birthday shit. I'm like, I'm a dumb bitch. I should have just Amazoned her some shit up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't you go ahead and go on Amazon and actually look up, graveyard dirt and just send it?
Probably.
Don't they do that?
You have to get that from Etsy. Etsy has graveyard dirt and raccoon penis bones, all sorts of stuff for all your all-caught and esoteric needs. It is amazing. No, real thing. The park students and stuff order sometimes from Etsy for owl pellets because certain groups of witches use owl pellets for whatever they want. I'm not judging.
Hang on, Bill.
But the park students like it because you can dissect owl pellets and learn what kind of owl it was, where they're, you find out a lot of information and it's quite educational, but it's normally sold as a witchcraft project, but here it is repurposed for an educational thing.
Awesome.
It's actually kind of cool.
Going to the phones. Bad Billy on the line. What's up, man?
Hey, first off, I want to address one thing. I'm hoping that this rising celebrity body count stops pretty soon before 2022 looks worse than 2016 or 2009, because we know both those years were pretty brutal. But,
it's already starting pretty bad. It's only January.
Yeah, I know.
White was technically in 2021.
Well, still, we're mourning her because she fucked up our New Year's.
Wow.
And
how dare you die on New Year's Eve, you fucking bitch. Now we have to go ahead. Every time the ball drops, we're thinking...
You're evil. How dare you?
Dude, she should have waited.
Betty White, you don't get to do that.
On Ozzy Osbourne, I don't trust this year.
Well, actually, could we actually finally say 2022 may be the year of Keith Richards? Will he finally die?
Don't jinx him. He's going to outlive us all.
Yeah, I know. It's already. I think already scientific tests have been made that he's going to fucking survive a nuclear holocaust.
I'm still butt mad that Ozzy Osbourne outlived Dio.
Yeah. Yeah, but that, that would be one person that, if you were in a Deadpool, that would have been one person you should have made your money on.
Right?
Yep.
He's going to outlive them all.
Yeah, it's really freaking sad. I mean, Louis Anderson and Meatloaf in the same day. You don't really hear about that shit. Now we have, a lot of people don't count John Madden because he's a sports celebrity, but we got Betty White, Bob Saget, Meatloaf, and Louis Anderson. Three of them in this month.
Portier.
Huh?
Yeah, Sidney Poitier is right.
All right, so there you go. So it's like, yeah, it's really getting fucking bad. It really is.
Too many.
Too many too soon. You know what I'm saying? They need to spread them out over time. Like Louis could have gone.
Of that, damn it.
I mean, Louis and Meatloaf, I think, they're in a weight competition here. I think both of them were like 300 plus. And I think, honestly, the bigger one went. Both of them went. So it's like, maybe Louis could have survived a little bit longer, but I know he was cancer-ridden. Meatloaf should have had at least one more album of him before he went ahead and kicked the bucket.
He got sick on, Monday and died.
He probably ate bad meatloaf. That's the case.
No, he got COVID.
He got COVID off meatloaf. He
died of COVID.
Somebody served him meatloaf with COVID. And there you go.
That's what I should clarify. That's what TMZ is reporting. TMZ is reporting that he died from COVID, that he got sick on Monday, and he died today. Literally, he turned terminal quickly.
Let me guess, he was not vaccinated.
I would assume not, because he's been very active in Australia in some of the conspiracy stuff, and I know he was against the mandate, although being against a mandate isn't necessarily against a vaccine.
Well, if you go ahead, you got to realize
all the comorbidities to go with it.
But you got to realize the Australian government's kind of like a British Parliament type deal. So it's like, if you're against the mandate, you're against the vaccine. That's how they'll look at it. I mean, they already kicked out a fucking tennis player, a top-rated tennis player, because he wouldn't vaccine.
Screw you.
Yeah. No, I mean, they deported his ass.
Right, because he didn't leave voluntarily.
One person who is, I'm sad to announce, that has gotten COVID is Karen. She reported to me on Wednesday after the show. No, Thursday. She reported to me on Thursday that both her and David had tested positive. Now the symptoms passed through David pretty quickly. Like he had, like, you know, he was getting like a flu-like symptoms and stuff like that. But he's been feeling a lot better. Karen has just been having kind of like, you know, a chest cold and stuff like that. So she's saying her breathing is fine. She still has her taste and smell. So she's doing okay. So I'm just hoping that's the way it is. But for the next 14 days, per show rules, Karen's not going to be on for probably until the first or second week of February.
I'm always amazed that, like, more people don't have, like, pulse oxes at home to check where their oxygen
but up until now, most people didn't even know what they were.
You can go ahead and check it on your phone if you have, like, Samsung Health, and I'm sure Apple has got an app that you can take to test it on there too. Because all it is
the Samsung watch is actually really good too.
Yeah. Karen mentioned David is fine. Yeah, I mentioned David. David went through his symptoms, but he's fine. Karen just mentioned she feels like she has slight bronchitis. So, it's, like I said, it's fairly accurate.
We hope you feel better, Karen. That kind of sucks and stuff. Drink lots of hot
most definitely
liquids and stuff. All that good stuff.
There is a concern at her house that her, I think it's father-in-law, he is being treated for cancer or treated for some serious illness, and they're really worried that if he catches it, it's not gonna bode well. So they're doing really. Everything, you know, masked and gloves and disposable silverware and food and all that stuff. My taste and smell has heightened, not diminished. Okay, so apparently Karen has the opposite. She's gonna get superpowers now. She has a pulse and a blood pressure machine, and she says thanks for the best. Pulse. Well, yeah,
pulse ox.
We really have. Yeah. We really hope she has a pulse. No, she's a zombie.
Although if she doesn't, we can make a shit ton of money.
I know, right?
Stripper zombies.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Yeah. The thermometer at work today was messed up. They're taking the kids' temperatures, and it's like 90 degrees. Like,
oh my God. That's not good. No, we need to heat this kid up. Put him in
the microwave.
Put him over a fire.
Yeah, it's about dead.
You know, Eric Pilcher was sick recently. He had to take a shot in the butt.
Yes.
So I made fun of the poor guy. I said, "Oh, your butt hurt."
Stop it.
David's dad had his nurse, and his vitals all came back good as this morning. He's doing good. Okay, good. That's cool. Yeah, but it's just it's a scary situation right now in the Karen and David compound right now. So just hope they come out of this. And so far, so good. I mean, David had the worst of it, but it looks like he's feeling a lot better, and Karen's just going through a little bit of a bronchitis scenario or syndrome going on over there. So it doesn't seem as bad. And remember, they're both not vaccinated. So this, again, you know, we have to go ahead and keep our eyes open. It's like this. It's like, so if you get vaccinated, we understand, yes, that increases your chances on not dying, on not avoiding the hospital. So we never said no, nothing's 100%. But this also right here shows somebody getting it, they're not getting affected as bad. Mm-hmm. And they're not vaccinated. So it's like, I'm very grateful, thank God, that they're not as bad as some of the people that I have heard that did not want the vaccination and they got it and they ended up in the hospital. So I'm just, you know, hopefully that that continues and, you know, they pass through this, you know, without suffering too much damage. Karen says, Florida cancer specialist said as long as his dad doesn't have any symptoms, he doesn't have to quarantine and he can come for chemo on Monday. But Karen, can you, though? You said somebody has to drive him. Are you going to be able to, or David going to be able to, or somebody that did not test positive for COVID? What's the scenario with that? Because I know somebody has to drive him. I know he's in the situation where usually you or David drive him to the specialist. So, again, you know, I'm sure they're taking all precautions and everything like that. Karen was saying, you know, they went strictly to disposable dinnerware. They're masking and gloving all around, keeping everything clean. She did say it looked like a tornado went through her house because nobody wants to mess with anything right now. So, again, we hope and pray everything turns out okay. And Karen, we miss you, so we want you to get better and get back to the show, quickly. I mean, that's my main concern is the show, and your health is second.
Stop it!
I'm kidding.
You're terrible.
I'm kidding.
I hope you feel better, and I hope everybody
Yes, of course, we hope you feel
gets
better.
out unscathed.
All right, so Billy, anything else on the docket that you had for us?
Yes. So after Dirk did what he did, I got to thinking that I have been addressing everything all wrong when it comes to Mr. Martinez.
Uh-oh.
And I've been fighting with him this whole time. I think maybe the right thing to do would be to fight for him, because he's got these demons that have him believing that he's some kind of deity just because he's from New York. He's got all these delusions that he needs to be freed from. So I think I have to do something to help him free himself of all that crap.
A lobotomy?
Yeah, right. Maybe some anal probing going on. I'm just saying.
I think instead of I think CJ is just a cryptid, a unique creature that we want to study and find out more about, but, doesn't really quite exist. Maybe he just doesn't exist and we just think he does.
Oh. Yeah. We're in the Matrix.
Maybe we can get him thinking he is his own delusion and is not a real entity.
That's awesome. I love that.
I mean, we can KGB this shit, really good. PsyOps.
Jenny, isn't Matt like a hypnotherapist? Maybe we can have him hypnotized. Maybe he can act like a duck for like a half hour.
His delusions are his obsessions. Charles, how often do you speak of him? What?
Never.
Rarely?
Very rarely.
Yeah, and your name is still in his mouth. I don't speak of him publicly very often. He's still talking about me.
So Dirk mentioned that. He hasn't really given me an answer. I don't think he heard me, or I think he's, has selective hearing like I do with my wife. So I'm over here thinking, it's like, what is he saying about me now? I mean, what's he saying about me that's like really all that important?
Moses.
He's just been saying the same stupid shit that he always does. You look like Moses.
I'm still Moses. Okay.
You're still Moses, yes.
Hey, listen, I went ahead and built a fucking boat. What have you done? You moved apartments.
You're thinking Noah.
No, you didn't build nothing. You fucking
just moving along for the ride.
Wait a second. I went in and I saw God. I came out with 10 rules that you should follow. Sorry, wrong creature.
Part of those seas. Remember that.
Yeah, right. I will smite these stones on your forehead.
Hey, you know why you're called Moses, Charles?
Because I can't remember shit.
No, because you spread legs like the sea.
Oh.
All right. Hey, I gotta go. My wife is back. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks, Billy. Have a good one. Bye. By the way, Dirk's an asshole.
We all know this, although.
Yeah, we already know that. I get that.
But you use the applause sound effect.
I used the applause sound effect because that actually was good.
Thank you.
I'll have to give you that one, but not that good.
Gotta give you credit when you get something,
Yeah. I mean, it's not often that Dirk gets credit.
Even a blind dog gets
it's so bad that he had to go ahead and create. It's so bad for Dirk. He had to go ahead and create another YouTube channel just to go ahead and get credibility.
Oh. I'm just going to shut my mic off and listen now while I eat some popcorn.
Well, listen, I can break out a Louisville Slugger, too, every now and then. I'm just saying. Anyway, no, just kidding. Java Fog, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. I actually just did. And watch all the ongoings of Jose Martinez.
Got big things coming. Big things.
Big things. Big things. I still say, when Joe calls up Matt's show again, Matt should go ahead and put like the whammy on him. I'm serious. We need to make him believe like
It doesn't work that way.
it should, doesn't it? How doesn't it work?
He has to be a willing participant or you can't do anything. He has to agree to be hypnotized.
Can we go ahead and, hypnotize him to agree to be hypnotized?
Oh, no. That I'd have to ask about.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's
Not
like
sure.
It's
an interesting theory.
He won't know he's being hypnotized until he agrees to be hypnotized. And it's like, well, you've been hypnotized the whole time that I told you were hypnotized. Am I confusing everything now and then?
A bit.
Okay. All right. See, that's how we do business here. We just confuse the hell out of you until you say, okay, whatever you say. Thank you.
All right.
What? Okay, thank you. We're still getting no fucking hits on Facebook. I got one hit, and I think that was you, Jenny, or you, Dirk, one of the two.
It is me. I'm in there.
I'm really... No? Oh, you're in there right now?
Yes.
It's not showing. So there may be people listening on Facebook right now that I don't even see.
It's been doing that lately.
Yeah.
The counters have been doing that lately. Because if it should say at least one right now, and it doesn't.
It's right.
So you know
exactly.
the counter's not working.
I'm over here thinking...
I've seen the same thing happen.
I'm over here thinking we're talking to ourselves. If you could hear us, we are in a very big hole. Send help. Send help.
No.
It rubs the lotion.
Yes.
Send chocolate. Get it right, man. Send chocolate.
The hell you want chocolate for? You can make it. You're your own survival kit.
Chocolate.
You're your own survival kit, Jenny.
I am. I'm the total package.
Don't send anything to Jenny. Jenny has all the stuff. Send it to me. She's got the breads, the cookies, the yum-yums, and all this other shit. I need the good stuff.
I offered to make you muffins, and you said, no, we'll
They're not
just
big
buy
enough.
some.
I said, no, they're not big enough. Size matters.
What? Charles, what are you doing?
How dare you?
I mean,
It's not the quantity, it's the quality.
Her muffins are big enough, but I'm talking about when she makes the muffins.
Are we still
however
talking
she
about
makes
muffins?
them are perfect.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that they're not
Why don't you
perfect,
get in the kitchen and make her some pie or something?
I'll eat your muffins, Alyssa. What kind did you make?
I didn't make them yet, but I was going to.
What kind were you going to make?
Yeah, what were you going to make? Blueberry.
I love blueberry muffins.
You
That's
passed
my
on
favorite.
blueberry fucking muffins, Charles.
You're
you passed
insane,
on
man.
those.
Really?
She could have made banana muffins, but no, she would have made blueberry muffins for you, fucker.
I love banana muffins
too.
too.
Want a blueberry muffin? No, it's not. You are so spoiled.
I am.
He is.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm spoiled. I'm a bad boy.
No, Mom, these muffins aren't big enough.
Alyssa, I'm a bad boy. I need to be spanked tonight.
Oh, okay.
Mom,
Make sure-
Kitty's being an asshole.
I need you to ground me tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how we ground.
She gets a whip out. I'm going to turn off the.
Stop it. Stop it.
Here's a back.
Only I get to talk about that part of my life.
Here's a back scratcher. Here, use this.
Is that my switch?
That's just. Hold on a second.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you are.
No,
oh,
I'm
shit.
not.
You're in trouble now.
No.
He got out of his chair.
No.
You're all done, woman.
No.
Just duck. Oh, what's he doing?
At least he's wearing pants. I mean, I just assumed he's in his boxers.
You're going to have to
this
get him
whole time.
those charcoal inserts.
Wait until I get my new robe. I'm going to wear that to the streams. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, God.
I'm getting a Warhammer 40K robe. I'm going to wear that.
Do you need us to wait while she changes you?
Yes. What?
I mean...
Yes. Melanie said
next to her and fart, didn't you?
Melanie said the
No,
chat.
he did not.
The chat room feed
That's
was.
what I thought he did.
I did not fart on her. Come on now.
Well, I'm not going to ignore Melanie here. Hi, Melanie. How are you doing today?
I'm trying to acknowledge her,
Thanks
but
for
apparently
watching us.
Jenny wants to know if I farted.
Listening to us.
Melanie said chat room feed was wonky when I tried to join the first couple of times. Yeah, thank you, Melanie. We're experiencing testicle difficulties. I asked my wife to go ahead and spank my ass with the back scratcher, but she refused. So we're all kind of wonky right now. Yeah, everything's
Later,
on the
honey. Later.
Okay, fine. Well, that's an hour and 10 minutes, and even then I have to close out the show.
Oh, my girl's out exploring around.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, my snake came out of hiding.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's super cute.
She's adorable.
TMI.
God damn.
Well, listen, you need to put that snake back in and zip it up.
No.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah, like when she periscopes out of a hole. It's so adorable.
How the
When
hell
she
does your
yawns,
snake
oh
have
my
a
fucking
periscope?
God. What's that?
How does your snake have a periscope? Shouldn't it have a TikTok?
It goes whoop.
The fuck was that? Oh my God. He's putting a hex on me right now, isn't he? He's putting a hex on me right now.
I have no idea what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on either. It's my goddamn show. Shouldn't I have at least an idea of what the fuck's going on my goddamn show?
Okay, ball pythons are able to lift their heads up.
Ball
in a way that makes it look like
pythons?
a periscope.
How is that not scream penis to you right now?
It doesn't, because I don't equate snakes to penis.
Why
I'm
not?
you.
My anaconda don't want none if you ain't got buns, son. How is that not
I don't have an anaconda. I have a ball python.
Go get her.
I'm not going to go get her.
You know what? I don't believe you. Show me.
What's that?
I don't believe you have a ball python. Show me.
I showed you last time on the show. All right, hang on.
Are you high?
I wish.
I am tall.
Charles.
What? I am tall, so maybe I'm a little higher than...
Oh, she's being all cute.
Fucking look at her.
Yeah. She's the cutest goddamn thing. I love her.
Come here, baby.
I am not a fan of snakes.
I don't like snakes either, especially when they're on planes.
Either.
I heard Dirk go into the kitchen. Apparently, he took off a lid.
Yeah, he's taking off
Taking off his robe, too?
He's getting one of those, getting that
snake lid.
thing out.
Snake.
Okay,
I'm not a fan of
so
snakes.
3, 2, 1, snake warning. And, oh, hi.
Well, yeah, it's curled into a ball. Can we hit it like with a softball bat?
No.
I'm kidding.
Animal
You're so
abusers need to
violent.
be skinned alive.
Okay. Well, I got plenty of it.
Aww.
Burlington Coat
She's
Factory
so
might be
pretty.
one. There it is. Lovely snake, curled up.
Yeah. I love her.
No, honestly, those things, don't they attack?
No,
not a ball
they're really
python.
chill.
Yeah?
And if you
As
do
long as
something
you
to
feed-
piss off such a cute little thing, you fucking deserve it.
They're not dangerous.
well,
They're just
yeah.
stupid.
Well, no, seriously.
They're not
I
dangerous.
agree
They're
with
just
that.
stupid.
They're not dangerous. They're stupid.
Yeah.
Not dangerous.
So,
Alrighty.
are you talking about that for the snake or me?
Both.
Walked in on that one.
Why?
All right. Enough snake TV.
A little closer to the camera.
Did he just orgasm
look
for the...
at
hold on.
Is that another one?
No, is
No,
that
it's the same one. Just
Same
close up.
Yeah, it's close
Oh.
up. It's going to
If I stick
attack
my
the
head
camera.
over- well,
It's gonna strike the camera. All right. Thank you.
no, she's a good girl.
It's a girl? How do you know? Did you lift up the snake's skirt?
There's, you can kind of tell with the vent scales if they're shaped a certain way. It's either male or female.
Like a male?
Snake pee-pee come out of the scale. Like,
Oh, so basically, it's a grower, not a shower for a male snake.
yes. So any furries and scalies listening out there, male snakes don't show their pee-pees until it pops out and go boop.
No pee-pee to tata.
Jesus.
Yeah, and snakes or tits on a snake or a reptile and furry porn is fucking weird. Like, why? Why you do that? Like, furry porn, okay, fine, whatever. You
It's
guys
furry.
are weird, but you do
Furry.
you. If it makes you happy, go for it.
Ew.
But stop drawing tits on reptiles. They don't have
Aw.
the ability to produce milk, so like, just embrace it. Titless, scaly porn.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm here for it.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
All right, 813-699-5353. Gonna take a break, clear the top of the hour, come on back. We do have some Facebook memes, and then we will get into our thoughts on Louis and Meatloaf. We also have a few things upcoming as well, like, for instance, as long as my page is working, which now all of a sudden it is. What the fuck is going on here? It said it was blocked, but now all right, anyway. So, A Christmas Story. How many people here like that movie?
Me.
A Christmas Story. No? Yes? Okay. Well, good news for people that love the old fudge story. There's a sequel. We'll go into that. Duncan is in the news up there in Boston. We'll tell you what that's going on. And apparently a baseball mascot goes X-rated right there on Twitter. We'll tell all about it right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
Running Broke as shit. I just applied for a job at Taco Bell. Has anyone ever seen the job application at Taco Bell? What asshole is writing the questions on this application? Question number 3, and I quote, how did you hear about Taco Bell? What the fuck? How did I hear about Taco Bell? I live on Earth. You piece of shit. It's not the Illuminati. I walked here from my house. How do you think I heard of Taco Bell? I Googled diarrhea and your name came up. They ask if you're currently employed. Let's go with no. Let's check the no box there, Einstein. Who's leaving their current job to work at Taco Bell? What piece of shit job do you have? Right now I work at Del Taco, but I'm trying to take it up a notch in the taco game today. My goal is Chipotle 2017. They drug tested Taco Bell. What are you, shitting me? Why wouldn't you want a meth head at Taco Bell? You know how fast they are? Give me a taco. There you go. Holy shit. This guy is good. That's the employee of the month, meth head Steve. He's there at 6 a.m. because he hasn't slept in like 8 months. Those tacos are flying off the shelf. Taco! 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 Steve, no one's even here. I see people. I saw the Loch Ness Monster in the drive-thru. Here's one of the questions on the application, and here's how it's phrased. What drugs have you done? Not have you done drugs. They're not even bullshitting anymore. There's like 8 blank lines. Who is answering this shit honestly? What drugs have I done? You mean like today?
Like what you hear? Shoot us an email and boost our ego at rawtalkonline@yahoo.com.
We're back. 813-699-5353 is the number to go ahead and give us the call. Facebook is fucking up all the live long day.
Big time.
Yeah. Just for fun, you guys are coming in loud and clear. The Charles Richardson Show profile page, the page that I share this show on, is giving me one big fuck you. So just
Which is weird because I can see the feed, but I can't see everybody else's comments unless I look at the StreamYard stream. It's weird. Hi, Steve.
Oh, by the way, we remembered something during the break here. We have a Taco Bell that actually shut down because there was a meth lab.
They were literally baking meth.
Seriously?
And deposited it.
Yeah. Now that is awesome. You realize how much their profits probably quadrupled? That is
Special
awesome.
ingredient in that new fake chicken.
Yeah. Well, no, that's KFC.
My little snake is taking a drink.
But you know what? They do have Taco Bell, KFC joint restaurants.
Right, because they're owned by the same companies.
Yeah. Which one should I lead off with first? I'll save the Christmas story one for later. The Portland Pickles baseball team. Yes, you heard it. There is a baseball team called the Portland Pickles. The team's mascot is a real it's formed after a real pickle. Posted a photo on social media that may have left a sour taste in some fans' mouths, especially after he got finished. Wednesday, the minor league team decided to let Dylan, the name of their pickle mascot, take over the team's Twitter page. And I would like to go ahead and show the contents of the Twitter feed as I am signed into the Mad Talk radio show Twitter page. And I'll bet you they took that thing down, didn't they? Yes, they did. Why wouldn't they? anyway. But they do have it posted here. And I was able to pull it up before. Am I able to pull it up? There we go. That's what and when I'm talking about pull it up, I meant pull it out. That's what I meant. So, if anybody takes a look at this from the Portland Pickles, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
That's just
That
wrong.
is hilarious, though.
Yep.
It's definitely wrong.
Raunchy, yeah.
No, wrong. Not raunchy. We know it's wrong. There's the up close.
Wrong.
We know size
see no
does.
problem with this.
We know
It's
size
not
doesn't matter.
circumcised.
No, definitely not. Honey, you want a close up? You want a close up look at this
Body
pickle?
size
No.
to...
Okay. You can see there's 70,000 likes on this, so apparently a lot of chicks dig the pickle. And almost 10,000 retweets. So we got a lot of people digging the pickle on this one.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
He claims he's giving the thumbs up.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing something else up here. Here, take a look at this. Oh, here. I'm going to try to get you over.
Unless I get up and go.
Well, no, just see if you can take a look over here.
Oh. Yeah.
Did you just blush?
Alrighty then.
My camera fucked up on that one then.
I mean, Portland's motto is keep Portland weird. So, I mean,
they succeeded.
They're doing it. They're doing it.
They're doing it.
and I
They're
mean,
doing the pickle.
if you're offended by a shape of fleece or felt or something like that, then I mean, there's better pearls to clutch and get offended over, you know.
Well, I'm just saying this is what people will say. No, please cover my son's great grandson's eyes. Oh no!
Stop sexualizing pickles.
Yeah, right. Pickle lives matter. A few minutes after
All cucumbers now.
Well, yeah. A few minutes after the post, it appeared that the pickles had soured on the mascot takeover.
Is she drinking or drowning?
Yeah. The next post read, it came to our attention that this photo can be misinterpreted as a disturbing image. No shit. Dylan would like to go on record and say that he was trying to give his fans the thumbs up with the rest of his hand. It's probably clamping on something.
Did no one ever, I mean, like, he really didn't look at the picture before he posted it?
I seriously
say
don't
he
think he
did.
did.
I think he knew what he was doing,
Yeah.
and then someone was like, "Oh no, I'm sexualizing a bit of fleece."
Well, I mean, the image could have been cropped by Facebook. I don't know.
I mean,
Well, this is actually
that's
Twitter.
true, too.
Oh, Twitter?
Yep.
That's worse.
Well, he's more guilty, or the Twitter is worse to see pictures that are cropped.
Well, I mean, my thumb looks like a dick, so I can try to recreate the image myself, but I'm not sure how well it's going to go.
So I'm just going to say, if your thumb looks like a dick, that's listen. I listen. I always say size don't matter, but you know, I'm just saying that's not big.
I know. I feel intimidated, Charles. I get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just saying. I mean, I thought my dick was small.
Apparently not.
I feel better.
Now.
I feel better now.
TMI.
Good. I guess you do feel better, don't you?
Miriam's on here. Says good morning. Apparently, people have seen our post there, and they're joining us. Steve says good evening, y'all. Miriam says taco hell. I guess she was listening to the bit. Reasons to leave Rockdale, number 153. Not on camera. Steve said, oh dear. I guess he felt offensive too. Melody says, that's awesome. Melody likes the pickle. And Steve said, flashback to the Pittsburgh Pirates green weenie days. Yeah. There you go. I have no idea what he's talking about, but I'm going to laugh at it just to pretend I know what he's talking about.
You need to bring up Melanie's post, size matters. That line is a lie to make you guys feel better.
See, I don't... Oh, here it is. There was the last one. So, yeah. Listen, Melanie, after years and years of being told size doesn't matter, I know it's a joke. I know. I know. And everybody that says, it's fine, honey, means it's not fine. You need to grow a couple of extra inches to go ahead and pound it so she can feel it up in her stomach. I get it.
Yeah, and also to any male viewers or listeners, if your girlfriend or significant other is spending 10 minutes in the bathroom after the coitus, she's getting herself off because you suck at sex. You're bad at fucking, and you need to go take lessons.
I noticed you don't spend a lot of time in the bathroom, hon, so maybe it doesn't take you that long to get off after I'm done. So I guess maybe I'm not as bad as the 10-minute person. I mean, apparently I'm not able to seal the deal, so to speak, but I am able to get you close to the door to knock.
Next time you're in the hairbrush aisle, Charles, take a look at all the interesting texture shapes that they use for women's hairbrush handles. That's why.
Gotcha. Now, what happens when all that juice goes on those hairbrushes? Is a dishwasher safe?
No, but women actually use hand soap more than men, so.
Interesting. Does it matter if it's bar soap or liquid gel soap or foam soap?
Women use foam soap and whatever scented bullshit we're into, you know?
Yeah.
Or we could use, like, ye old Amish bar soap, but soap is soap at the end of the day.
Now, does it matter, you know, what type of scent you get it on when you stick it up your vag area? Does it give you any type of, is there any different satisfaction, or is it just
I prefer new car smell, personally.
New car?
Nobody puts soap inside their vagina.
Yeah, no one does.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying when you wash the handle, you know, when you wash the handle, does it? Is there a certain, like, would that make maybe the vagina, you know, smell better? I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe I'm overthinking.
You're supposed to rinse everything off, and I mean, technically, to get, like, medically speaking, you're really supposed to let the vagoo do what the vagoo do.
Yeah,
and not try to.
Can we just cut to the chase? Am I supposed to put my dick in the dishwasher or not?
Yes.
I mean, they do make dishwash safe stuff, but you have to check with each individual company. So you guys do what you do with your vagoo.
I think Maytag makes one where you can stick it right in there, but you have to be bigger than a thumb. So I'm not sure how well that's going to work. Anyway, I will definitely go ahead and look down at the aisles there. So no hairbrushes then, right? I mean, no combs with the little thin needle end. We're talking about hairbrushes with like the big round girthy long. You know,
some women have to comb their vagoos.
They have to comb their vagoo. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, you know, there's
Jenny was confused, so I was clearing it up for her.
There was the El Naturel woman out there that.
Y'all are screwed.
Otherwise, you get dreadlocks.
That's the point, Jenny.
No wonder she has to spend time in the bathroom without you.
Melanie's asking here, what makes the vagina smell better?
Gonna put a comb in there.
I'm just gonna stay out of this conversation.
Does anything have? Does anybody have ideas for Melanie of making the vagina smell better? She's asking the question. Do we need to pour down some liquid Clorox down there and, like, you know?
No. Take
one of those things that you put in the cups to squeeze it and just do that, or?
No. Fun fact: Lysol actually got started in, I think, the 1940s and 50s as a chemical douche because you can look this up.
This apparently is serious.
Yeah,
we're not joking around now.
They would have a mixture of this extremely harsh chemical solution. The same Lysol you use to clean and mop your floors would go up your vagoo because you wanted to keep your minge dainty. You wanted to preserve your daintiness because they wanted it to basically smell as perfumey as possible. And also it was a birth control. So after you'd enjoy marital relations, a la missionary white people style, you would douche with Lysol to maintain your daintiness. And there's actually ads and stuff that talk about like, oh, my husband's going to leave me because my minge smells like fish. Oh,
my God.
You're all disgusted by hygiene.
Wait a second. Wait. So you're saying vagoo, and I'm thinking ragu, and you're saying daintiness. It's like al dente. Are we trying to cook the vajayjay there and making it al dente?
Vagoo is new terminology for vajayjay.
Yeah. So,
how about pussy?
Anyway,
how about that? Let's cut to the chase.
Pussy's old. Come on.
I don't care. So am I.
Corrosive. Women would literally be unable to get pregnant later on like when they decided to, because they were douching with a literal hardcore cleaner.
Wait a second. Are you saying if I use Clorox on my floor, I'm douching my floor?
Yes.
Oh my God.
A lot of like common
floor is a
household
vagina.
got started as like a tongue-in-cheek way to have a contraceptive, because that really wasn't talked about in the 1950s.
Bad choice of words.
And heck, even in the 1960s, when we did have a birth control pill, that wasn't something married people like would talk about and do. And it was like, there was a stigma against it.
Because it was vagoo.
Like, yeah, it just is a way of basically keeping yourself from having like 20 billion kids, and you would have a vagina that would slowly be corroding and smell like fucking ocean breeze and some shit. So, yeah, it's some weird shit out there.
You know what?
Please, no one ever do that stuff.
You know what?
Unless
Miriam just went ahead and just laid it out there. Regular contact with water and airing that vagoo out.
Yes,
apparently
put that out to the breeze.
Yep. So make sure when you go ahead and wash it, put it over the clothesline and air dry it. Everything will be fine.
Clothesline your vagoo.
Clothesline the
Charles,
vagoo.
check your chat.
I know. I'm checking it now.
She's not lying, man.
I know.
I
wasn't thinking that she was.
Did you guys think I was just blowing shit?
Yes.
I'm like, really? Lysol?
It's
oh my God! Wait, there's another. There's another ad here that you have got to see.
It's really small, so I don't know if I can really share it.
1940s and 50s magazines, just for fun.
Look at the one. Look at this one.
You sent me two.
This was also during an era where, like, they would put 7-Up in babies' bottles because they believed that feeding your kids 7-Up and Coca-Cola would make your kid more sociable and likable and shit like that. Like, corporations really went to bat against women, especially with their bodies, and then they went after children too as a marketing play.
If you can't see this, I apologize. This is just the way the size is. Why wasn't I born a man? Did threaten married love? Well, yeah, it's just that's
too
just
small.
Yeah, it's just too small.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, they have the Lysol douche down at the bottom.
Yes,
same thing. So there you go. So
it was horrific. So every time there's I have some aunts that are like, I can't believe they're doing birth control ads. I'm like, well, we could have Lysol douches and never talk about sex ed or consent or, anything like that,
Never talk about anything ever
How to not
again.
Get pregnant. Stick a Lysol in there.
Stick a brush up your vajay.
I mean, you also
That's
had...
just not okay.
Douching with Coca-Cola and other stuff. Basically anything that was highly acidic. That's a weird medical shit that I think needs to be talked about more. But anyway, back to the vagoo thing. Unless
I thought we were talking about the vagoo thing. I thought this whole thing was about the vagoo.
Yeah. But basically, anyone listening, all one of you or two of you, thank you for staying this long. But please, unless it is made to go in body orifices, don't put it up there. Don't put weird chemicals and stuff into your body cavities.
My body, my choice.
Tide Pods.
Dirk just said, my body, my choice.
Absolutely.
And you do you, but don't put weird cleaning goo in your vagoo.
Melanie wants to make sure that she heard you correctly. When she cleans out her smelly vagina, she's saying, so you should I should stop using Coke to clean myself.
I mean, it's the same pH level as like some battery acid shit, and mechanics use it to clean auto parts. So probably not.
She's saying, what if you use Coke for that?
Mountain Dew is perfectly fine.
No, if you use Coke for that, that's all the better.
Mountain Dew is
every time I crack open one, I get ready to go.
Is Mountain Dew okay?
Probably. I don't know.
All right.
I'm not a doctor.
So Mountain Dew is good, and Coke is not.
None of it's good.
If we're going to say everything that's not, we should say something that's good. There's actually a product that's called Good Clean Love. And it's, my doctor told me about this. And it's pH balanced, natural stuff for women to be able to clean themselves with and, you know, feel fresher, or especially if older women feel better.
Down their care.
Without chemical crap. It's natural.
Yeah.
And this is what happens.
And it's something the doctor recommended.
Awesome. And this is what happens when the chicks outweigh the guys on the show 3-1.
Do we want to talk about smegma? We can talk about smegma. It's okay.
No, we're not talking about smegma. We're not talking about any of that shit.
Taint tarantulas.
All I'm going to say is this all spun off of a pickle being shown on Twitter. That's all it spun.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's it.
Shit. That's what you get.
Yep. Which is good.
Next topic.
All right. Inside a Brookline Dunkin' Donuts, or excuse me, they're calling him Dunkin' now. A man threw hot coffee at a fellow Dunkin' customer for not wearing a mask inside the store on Thursday morning. Officers were called to the Dunkin' at 8 Harvard Street just before 8:30 a.m. for a report of a disturbance between two customers. The suspect and the victim got into a verbal exchange regarding the victim not wearing a mask inside of the store. This is a statement from the police. Face masks are required in all indoor spaces open to the public in Brookline, and there was a sign on the Dunkin' entrance door asking customers to wear one. But it did not say, please throw hot coffee if you're not wearing a mask. Police said the victim pulled his shirt up over his face in an attempt to de-escalate the situation, but the other customer then became belligerent against Dunkin' workers and others inside. The police said while exiting the store, the suspect threw his hot coffee in the direction of the victim, striking the victim on the back of his lower legs. I thought it was in his face. Officers took the suspect in, later identified as 23-year-old Boston resident Dion Millsap, in the custody nearby, adding that they had to chase him down as he ran towards Route 9. He faces charges of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Did not know hot coffee was a dangerous weapon. And disorderly conduct.
Can be.
I guess so.
Yeah.
If it's hot, it can be.
Well, yeah, I guess the McDonald's lawsuit came by where the guy spilled hot coffee, got a lawsuit, and got like a quadrillion $billion.
So the story behind that is McDonald's coffee used to be near boiling hot because so many customers would complain that their coffee would get cold too fast. So that one story, like, oh, some guy got hot coffee. No, that guy actually got severely burned.
It's worse than that. It wasn't a guy. It was a 70-something-year-old woman. There's a documentary you can watch called Hot Coffee that really shows you for real what happened. She wasn't driving. She was a passenger in the car, and she had the coffee. They had been cited numerous times for having scalding levels of hot coffee, and it spilled in her vaginal area, causing 2nd and 3rd degree burns.
I guess she was trying to clean out her vagina.
Surgery. It was horrific how badly she was burned.
Yeah.
It was really bad. It wasn't just, I spilled coffee on myself, which is what we all thought it was. We're like, oh, you spill coffee, you get millions of dollars.
Right.
But if you watch Hot Coffee, the documentary, and you see all the stuff behind it, holy shit, did she deserve that settlement?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously, she wasn't. Obviously, she wasn't using the coffee to clean her vagina, I guess.
No, but you can actually butt chug espresso and coffee.
I heard that too. Yeah, I heard you can go ahead and you can drink anything anally.
College students do. No, it's because the rectum's a smooth muscle and you can absorb stuff from it like really, really quickly. Fun thing, some sorority girls did the Everclear tampons, but other college students have done espresso butt chugging and, college students do it, as you do.
What do you
Well,
get out of the espresso?
Wasn't it that? Wasn't
caffeine?
Caffeine, a lot of caffeine, like literally a butt ton of caffeine, an ass load of caffeine.
Wow.
So
wasn't there such thing like an espresso enema? Isn't there such thing like that where they actually have an enema
Coffee
with
enema.
espresso or coffee?
Yeah, coffee, enema, and butt chugging's the same thing.
Interesting.
It's just putting interesting liquids in your behind.
Melanie went ahead and said, I find running naked through wildflowers works best to dry out the vagina. And Miriam said that's gross.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's gross. It's feminine hygiene, I guess. Maybe. Possibly.
No, that isn't.
No, it's not.
That's just weird.
Well, I think the whole fucking show is weird today. So, but anyway, yeah, so 23, see, I'm over here reading this, and I'm thinking it's like some old dude that's going to go ahead and throw coffee at somebody else because he's the big mask wearer, and if he sees anybody else, he's just going to get offended. I wouldn't think it would be a 23-year-old. Usually they're kind of more chill. It's like, whatever. I'm just going to here to get my donut.
Some of them are really wound up. I had an intern that would wear like 3 layers of masks, and it just would be like, how are you breathing? This isn't a greenhouse. It's literally 120 degrees in here. You're going to die.
Where's this at?
At a place I worked since, I'm a horticulturalist, and like...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Even though, like, we'd be outside, he would have, like, all these masks on, and it's like, yo...
Sorry.
But, I mean, some of them are just really wild up, and, yeah.
Interesting. Well... Got to keep the mask on, too. Now, we mentioned the last show, too, the K95 and the KN95 masks now are CDC recommended. I'm not sure if it's required or recommended, but it's like, all the cloth masks that everybody makes now, apparently that does shit. That doesn't do anything.
It hasn't ever done shit. I mean, I'm not really talking about the COVID stuff. It's just my knowledge of fabric is okay.
Right.
Like.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Blue screen of death.
Really?
Yeah, your device ran into a problem, needs to restart. We're just collecting some error information, then we'll restart for you. All right, so listen, we're still live on the radio. Apologize about that, everybody. So our video feed apparently has kicked off, but we're still live on the radio. So we were talking in regards to, with the hot coffee and everything like that, this one person at Dunkin' Donuts. So what I'm going to do, actually, good time, I'm going to go ahead and go to break. And when we come back, hopefully we have the video feed and everything back up. We'll have our co-host back up, and we'll continue the show. So stay tuned. We'll have the good news here later on as well. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
Damn it, let's try this again. I got scared shitless too. I got the blue screen of death.
Oh no.
Yeah. I basically in the middle of a conversation listening to you guys, and all of a sudden the blue screen comes up. Oh snap, we're going to restore it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much longer this is going to last on the video, but if we get cut off, you guys can go ahead and join me on audio if you want. Just call in the number. But that's just in case it happens again. Anyway, we're still. I guess you guys didn't lose the video feed when I left. You guys stood on.
Yeah,
We kept going.
Okay, cool.
yeah. We were talking about just the generational effects of like health and stuff, and Jenny was nice enough to tell me about how her mom had a lot of vegetables for her and stuff, and then it kind of cut off suddenly. So
Gotcha.
sorry about that.
No. It's I feel responsible. It's my computer that cut off. So, and then when I came back on, we're in the middle of a break, so I had to mute everybody unexpectedly. Miriam, I guess, was commenting on what you guys were talking about. It says, we had little money, but we had a huge garden, and my mom would freeze veggies to have all winter. My dad could help, but couldn't keep a job because of PTSD in World War II and self-medication with alcohol.
Sorry.
And self-medication with alcohol. That's never a good self-medication deal.
Well, after World War II happened, I mean, there wasn't a very good support network for veterans and stuff. And shell shock, as it was then known at the time, like, they didn't really know what to do with it. And it was part of that very toxic environment of like, well, just suck it up and deal with it, which left a lot of people who saw horrible war crimes and atrocities that all war does. And then you come home and all of a sudden it's like the 1950s and yay, and it's hard to deal with. And so people self-medicate. I'm a firm believer that like alcoholism and drug dependency and all that is just self-medicating mental illness, PTSD, depression, and other things that are going on. And we really need to destigmatize that kind of thing.
And one thing I've kind of learned too as well is that I know very little about any mental health. I had no idea what the hell PTSD is until I actually was friends with a fellow broadcaster who has PTSD, and I'm over here telling him, like, I'm trying to help him out, be a good friend. It's like, listen, there's a lot of stuff going on. Just you got to try to ignore the noise. And I found out telling him that is like, don't do that. So I've since like, listen, I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I didn't know about this. I'm learning. And I firmly believe after doing some research, I still don't think there's a good support group for all this stuff going on. I think maybe we've gotten a little bit better, a little bit more knowledge of it, but I still don't think there's a good support group out there.
CPTSD and PTSD are brain injuries, not mental illnesses.
Here's something I found. According to Illydio.com.
I didn't ask you. Alexa is talking to me, apparently. Sorry about that, guys.
Blue screen of death on Alexa.
Yeah, right. So my therapist explained it as when you have a mental illness like depression, what have you, there's a lot of factors that can go into that, genetics, what have you. But with PTSD and CPTSD, those are reactions to actual events that happened in real life.
Right.
PTSD is a singular event that happened, and that traumatic event caused a brain injury. And that's what causes that loop, if you will, or to use a loose term. Okay. CPTSD is long-term abuse that goes on for a period of time that we're talking months to years with children. And it causes a brain injury that prohibits the brain from being able to grow correctly.
Yep.
It's the fight, flight, fear gets stuck on. And those are, again, it's a brain injury. When they're treated that way.
I feel attacked.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
what did I do?
No. I'm just like, maybe that's what I got.
You know what? A lot of people have traumatic shit in their lives, and they don't realize how bad of an effect it had on them.
Yeah. Well, you don't see it because you've seen it firsthand. Oh, you're seeing it with what's the term? Hindsight vision or something like that. So other people outside could probably see a lot better of what you're dealing with than what you're dealing with.
Oh,
I think maybe I kind of screwed up the explanation on it, but
it
I think
so
you guys
horrible because the person is almost disassociated from the reality of the world around them. There's something there that's causing them to be terrified of for their lives.
Let me get to.
Therefore, we apologize for our existence.
Yeah. Let me get to.
And it looks like.
Let me get to Miriam's. Let me get to Miriam's chats here. It's approving, but I'm still not allowed to put weight on it. They gave troops alcohol for shell shock back in WW2, and my dad saw some horrific and got shot by Nazis. Then went AWOL because he didn't know who he was. And then just recently, they trained men and women to become soldiers, but do not do anything to help them de-soldier and return to civilian life with people who cannot relate to their experiences. I honestly think they go ahead and train you and they brainwash you to what they want you to be. And it's like, yeah, you're right. They don't have okay, we need to go ahead and bring you out of war and into civilian family life.
Alcohol and cigarettes were part of a soldier's ration.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I know cigarettes were run rapid back then. I mean, you really, and this has nothing to do with mental illness or anything like that, but just knowing how much smoking was or how rampant it was back in the 80s and 90s to where it is now. I mean, I know there's people that still smoke, don't get me wrong, but it's like it's not as widespread as it used to be.
Well, the thing is that people know a lot more about it now. Back then, it was even promoted as being healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here's
smoke.
a fun one. Jen, you might actually get a kick out of this, but in the 1950s, sorry guys, this is going to be a retro one. They would tell women smoke cigarettes for a slim baby and an easy birth.
Yeah.
They would encourage it, and there'd be coupons for expecting mothers and stuff to encourage them to smoke because you want a slim, you wanted the skinniest, smallest baby possible because it wouldn't ruin your figure and give you horrible, wide ethnic hips because,
doctors smoked right at the nurses' stations back then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could smoke in hospitals and all that kind of stuff. And it just, that was what you did.
We had smoking rooms. When I started working in medicine in 1995, we had a smoking room, and practically all of us smoked. It was rare to have a coworker who didn't smoke.
Mm-hmm. Smoke break.
Seriously.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
When I started high school, I would have been 98. They actually had a courtyard at the school where smoking was allowed.
Well, they still have those things nowadays, especially with theme parks. They have areas where you can smoke still.
But this was at a high school.
Well, yeah.
I mean, we just smoked in the girls' bathroom and opened
in the 80s. We just smoked in front of the school.
Yeah,
we just sat there and smoked, waiting for the school buses.
No, but I know about the bathrooms. I know when people smoked, you could see the cloud of smoke coming from the girls' bathroom, the guys' bathroom. Well, it's like everybody was just puffing.
The thing is, we went from one extreme to the other because my freshman year they had the courtyard where smoking was allowed, and then by the time I hit my senior year, they removed the doors from all the bathrooms because they didn't want people smoking in there.
Ew,
wait a minute,
really?
What do you mean took the door?
Wait a minute, are you talking about no stall doors?
No, they had stall doors.
Okay, I was saying that's illegal if they took that.
But the actual door to enter the bathroom,
well, it's kind of like
there was no door.
It's kind of like how you walk into a Walmart bathroom. There's no door there, but there's a wall. You have to go around.
Right. Well, and then we had one bathroom that was in a newer building that they had, because they completely rebuilt the school while I was in high school. So
I went to a redneck school. Nobody cared.
It was under construction like the whole time I was in high school.
Yeah.
And so the newer building, they had a glass door. Because it was like you would enter this bathroom from the outside. So there wasn't any like wall to go around. So they had a glass door and windows in the front of the bathroom so that they could see if anybody was smoking or something.
Miriam went ahead and said we had a smoking area in my high school. So I guess smoking areas were pretty prevalent. Again, I don't recall what smoking area I had in my high school because I wasn't a smoker. But I'm sure I definitely saw people just coming in, putting their cigarettes out, blowing that last bit of smoke in the hallways, and it's like, all right, going to class.
I wasn't a smoker either, but I do remember that.
Aren't you special? Anyway. 813-699-5353. Sorry for that brief little technical delay. All the audio radio stations were still pumping through, so I had like a brain fart there of what to do afterwards, and then I looked over and like, oh shit, I'm still on the air. So I had to go ahead and think quickly outside the box. All right, listen, we don't have a lot of time because of all that, so let's get to the Christmas story. So Peter Billingsley, who played the legendary kid on A Christmas Story, 40 years after it debuted, it's getting a sequel. And he's going to go ahead and reprise his role and produce. It is going to be called A Christmas Story Christmas. It will be... That's kind of cool. It is. It will be directed, blah, blah, blah.
So,
Vince Vaughn is also producing under the Wild West Picture Show Productions banner. He runs with Billingsley. So he's rubbing elbows with the pretty big success there. What?
Sorry.
When A Christmas Story came out, it came out in like, what, the 80s? It was actually set in
1940s.
40s.
Mm-hmm.
So is this new one going to be set in like the 90s? Or
The new film will take place in the 70s.
Okay.
With the adult Ralphie bringing his family to his childhood home for Christmas. There is no word on if the leg lamp will make an appearance.
It was broken.
It was destroyed, but never know. He could have found like a duplicate.
And buried.
Yeah.
No. Funny thing about the Christmas Story that most people don't know is that it's based off of the book In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. And there's a summer version that is just called The Summer Story, I believe, where it deals with like fighting tops and, you know, a few scenes from the book In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. And I can't remember if they still had the same actor that played Ralphie, since it's been a long time since I've watched that. But if you ever want like a book to read that has like really short chapters of like the funniest shit, I highly recommend it. If you like The Christmas Story, definitely check out In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash as a book. It's pretty funny.
Okay. Let's see. They go into a brief description. As a box office failure when it first premiered in 1983, The Christmas Story became one of the most beloved holiday movies in cinema history. Much of the story appeal is simple. It's a nostalgic story about Ralphie, who a 1940s kid who desperately wants a Red Ryder BB rifle that everyone, including the local small Santa, mall Santa, that tells him he'll shoot his eyes out. Big thing. While the original shot was right. While the original was shot in Cleveland and Toronto, the home where the movie is shot even became a tourist attraction. The new film will begin production in Hungary in February, so they're going way out of there. After working steadily as a child actor, Billingsley largely transitioned into producing as an adult, starting as a co-producer in Jon Favreau's 2001 mob movie Made. And then he also joined Vince Vaughn in The Breakup and Four Christmases in producing. He is actually executive producer for the animated series F is for Family. So he's been pretty successful as a producer. He's just been kept out of the limelight in regards to acting. Billingsley did make a comment. He was absolutely encouraged and supportive. I would visit him on sets, talking about Vaughn. I would visit him on sets and we would talk and play golf together. So, Bob Clark he was speaking about the late director of The Christmas Story back in 2018. He had an interview for the 35th anniversary of the movie. So so everybody looking forward to getting Ralphie as an adult in the 1970s. They're doing it. It's going to be called A Christmas Story Christmas. It is not given a date on when it's going to release. It has not even been filmed yet. So they're looking at starting production and filming in February.
Well, I'll watch it, but nothing's going to beat the original. I love that movie.
And that's what I said about Ghostbusters. And then they come out with the female version of Ghostbusters, and the Ghostbusters Afterlife looks really good.
I wouldn't say that either of those beat the original, though.
But it was definitely a close,
it could
number
be
2.
Good. I'm not saying it's not going to be good, but I'm just saying it's still not going to.
It's not going to live up to the original. I get it.
No, I want to give it an open mind try. It could.
I am too.
It could. What if it does it justice?
Well, plus, I think the feeling of it's going to be different since it's the 40s and 50s with Americana is definitely super nostalgic, and we grew up watching The Christmas Story on every single holiday. Mm-hmm. But I think with it being set in the 70s, it's going to feel different, and we just need to view it as its own standalone thing. And maybe not compare it so much to the first.
Yeah, because it's going to be a different story anyway. It is a sequel, so it's not going to. You know what? He may go ahead and not revive, but he may revisit some of his past that he grew up in.
He's not trying to get a Red Rider still, is he?
Well,
I hope not. I wonder if he still has it. That would be awesome if he comes in as an adult and takes the Red Rider out of like a storage closet or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
And shoots his eye out.
Yeah, there you go. Finally.
Shoots a pigeon or something.
I feel like it's almost going to be like a How I Met Your Mother kind of thing, where he's telling his kids the stories of his childhood Christmas.
Which could be boring. It may not be as fun.
No, I hope not. I don't want a big flashback thing.
Yeah. Make it original. Come on.
But if he's taken his family to his childhood home,
you know what it would be?
Some of it's going to come up.
No, you know what it would be? He's going to visit home. He lost his sight due to soap poisoning. It finally happened, Mom and Dad. I got soap poisoning. I can't see anymore.
Poisoning.
There's a flashback to his mom doing soap in her vajayjay, and that's how come he was.
Oh, stop.
No, that's just the gunnery.
Okay.
Is he going to put on the pink bunny suit?
Oh, my God, no. I really, no.
No,
don't
he's
bring
going to
that.
have a onesie.
The pink nightmare.
Will he make his
popular again?
Will
he look like a deranged Easter bunny?
Will he make his son wear a pink Easter bunny costume? See, there's some of the things right there where they better not. If they have any creative brains at all, they need to not do this. Do not bring up the pink bunny. Do not bring up the Red Rider. Do not bring up the tires or
bring
fudge.
Up the Red Rider. You just don't try and get another one.
Yeah.
Maybe he's teaching his kid how to use the BB gun.
Maybe.
Okay.
And he shoots his kid's eye out.
Yeah.
If they're going to do this in the 70s, he needs to give his kids empty boxes for the promise of later on getting a Star Wars toy. Because back in the 70s, they didn't have the toys ready after the movie, and they literally just had these empty boxes that were like a promise of the toy later on.
I don't know.
I mean, that's accurate. I almost said historically accurate, but it's not that long ago. But
I'm sorry. I would have to say boring. All right, we got to go ahead and end.
Boring?
Yeah, I just think that plot would be boring. But anyway, we got to
it's not a plot. It's just like a thing. I mean, if we're gonna have accurate 70s, I want to go full accurate.
There you go. All right, we got to go ahead and get the news. Let's go ahead and do it. Good news to end the show here, and then we're gonna have a great weekend, right?
Do it right now.
Oh, you're gonna do it right now?
I've got it.
All right.
I had to switch.
Oh, you had to switch. Well, there you go. You are live. You're hot.
Well, and my page disappeared.
Did you get the blue screen of death?
No.
Okay, good.
On a tablet. There's no blue screen of death.
It could be.
Well, dang it, though. I did lose my story, though.
That's one story.
Yeah, that's not good news.
Damn it.
Bullshit.
All right.
Yes?
I'm looking. Hang on. I'm trying to find another one real fast. Because the one I found was just like randomly on Facebook, so.
It was randomly on Facebook. Oh, my God.
So you get nothing. You lose.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. We may be losing out on good news tonight due to testicle difficulties. My computer ran in.
You circumcised it.
I did. I cut it. I went ahead and neutered it. I followed the Bob Barker screening.
Oh, it has a name now.
Yeah. Well, that's what it was.
Okay,
Spayed or neutered. You got it?
I got one.
All right, here we go.
Loading. A drone helps save the life of a 71-year-old man who has a cardiac...
Who the hell can... I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I'm not going to read good news.
All right, I'm sorry.
A drone helps save the life of a 71-year-old man who has a cardiac arrest while shoveling snow.
A drone. Okay.
A 71-year-old Swedish man can't put into words how thankful he is for the new technology that quickly flew him into the small category of only 10% of people who survive sudden cardiac arrest. The man has now made a speedy recovery after a speedy delivery of a defibrillator via anonymous drone. The company behind the drone pilot project says that it's the first time in medical history a drone has played a crucial part in saving the life during a cardiac arrest. He was in his driveway shoveling snow in the Swedish city of something that I can't pronounce in December when the attack occurred. Normally, you have about 10 minutes to get help in such a situation, and ambulance response times are often too long to save the life of a patient. Luckily, a telephone call was immediately placed requesting emergency services, and he lived in a region that had partnered with Everdrone's innovative life-saving program called EMADE, Emergency Medical Aerial Delivery Service.
Cool, EMADE.
That's awesome.
Drones deliver an automated external defibrillator to the scene, and the amount of time from the alarm until the AED was safely delivered at the doorstep of the incident address was just over 3 minutes. Wow. Even more fortuitous, a doctor happened to be driving by and stopped to see if he could help. I was on my way to work at the local hospital when I looked out the car window and saw a man collapsed in the driveway, and I immediately rushed to help, says Dr. Mustafa Ali. The man had no pulse, so I started doing CPR while asking another bystander to call 112, which I guess is their emergency 911.
Yeah.
Just minutes later, I saw something fly above my head. It was a drone with a defibrillator. After the initial treatment on site, the ambulance arrived and the patient was rushed to the hospital. Nice. This is truly revolutionary technology that needs to be implemented all over.
Awesome. So, Amazon was supposed to have drones to deliver packages. Well, fuck that. Now we just need defibrillators to be delivered. There you go.
This is really, really awesome stuff.
This is amazing.
That was really good.
Time is muscle is what they say with a heart attack.
Yeah. Good story, hon.
That's amazing.
Good story. I bet you the last one probably sucked ass.
It was about a kid being adopted, but anyway.
Everything's falling apart for me today. Look at that shit. You see that shit? Did you see that?
Oh my God, look at you.
This needs to end the show right now. We're done. Have a great weekend. I gotta fix it. Oh my God, that fucking blows.
It's just a bad day.
It is just a horrible day today.
Mercury must be retrograde.
Guys, take care, everybody. We'll see you Monday right here on the show. Take care. Bye-bye.
Too high, get to see the light. Yeah.
son.